Good morning and welcome to Qdabra's weekly webinar, every other week webinar. This is Patrick, and we're really happy to have you here. Today, we are talking about a new launch for our support portal. We've been working on this for over 6 months, and we have switched from the previous portal's answers to a new, better engine that is significantly more precise, a higher quality than the last one. The last one was pretty high, but this one's even better. Kaoru Okamura is going to be doing all the demos. She's done all the preparation. She is the person who's responsible for this. It's been an amazing journey, Kaoru. Way to go. Congratulations.
Good morning. Thank you. Finally launched.
And we also are doing the first webinar with an AI voice assistant. Yes. Nadeshko, can you say hello to everyone?
Hello, everyone. Good morning and glad to be here. I'll be chiming in on slides when Patrick cues me, and otherwise staying quiet.
I think we have the first cue for you up next. What's the next slide, Kaoru?
Yeah. Yes.
Support Portal V3 has been live since August 3rd, and the big new thing is Ask the Experts. Just type your question in plain English, like you would in an email, and you get a real answer back right there. No install, no new account. Just use your existing sign-in. It is a shift from hunting to actually getting an answer.
Okay, so if you have questions or comments about this, please let us know. This is the first time we're doing it. We appreciate your feedback.
Oh,
But
thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa's asked a question. So what was Lisa's question?
I think it was just hot mark.
Okay, let's continue, guys. I'm here too to back up our AI chatbot, which we call Nadeshko, and of course, Kauda is here as well. And we're just trying this out because we like trying new things. Kauda, do you want to go to the next slide?
Yep. Next one is let's ask, and which means that let's just start and showing how the new portal, support portal looks like. So the biggest area is not this Ask Expert. This is replacement of previous version. You can still continue using the dashboard or create ticket. These are the
I'm sorry to interrupt, but some people actually may not know how to get to our support portal. Can you show them how to do that?
Oh, right. At very end, I have that one. When you go to the website and there is not a support, then here is or customer support. Portal is the one. So it's the entry point.
Awesome. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you. Then you will go to this thing. Thank you very much, Patrick. Then go to the Ask the Expert, and yeah, I have a lot of log, and there's some sample. But let me enter some question like this says, how do I resolve the error? Failed to execute connection error, user cannot be found. Just copy and paste the error message you got.
On the left side, your pane is showing your history, right?
True.
On the left side of your pane, where you've got these other conversations. Those are your previous conversations, right? Got it. Got it. Awesome. And that's a new feature as well, right?
I wonder if we have the one. I guess.
I know we had history before, but I don't know if it was automatic to show that. Maybe it was hidden, but okay. Sorry, keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Or maybe this would be more likely to be entered, like what other query restriction enhancement option in the Forms viewer that was open in the last version. So you may receive the newsletter and what's that feature? Then try to ask the expert.
Right. And the query restrictions was a new feature that we shipped last month, which was a feature for DBXL, I believe. that right?
So,
No, it was actually Forms Viewer.
also supported with Forms Viewer.
Yeah. So this allows you to take anonymous forms and actually restrict who can access them. And it's quite a rich feature, actually. Yeah, sorry.
And this says that Forms Viewer 11 to 12 point.
And this has got the latest. So this is an interesting thing, guys. You've got the latest stuff in this portal. What's going on? How do you do that?
We are going to talk with that how I can easily maintain for the new version. That's the main demo for today. Okay.
Yay. Okay. Shall we ask Nadeshko to read the next slide? Are you ready? Or you want to go next? Or are you still going to go?
Let me mention that.
Right.
We have the did this resolve your issue and the yes, no button. We love to hear. We love feedback from you. So please feel free to say, oh yes, or oh no. We will see everything. Okay, so this is really quick view. And back to the slide.
Okay, let's give Nadeshka another chance. Nadeshka, do you want to talk to this one?
Sure, this is the moment to prove it. A real support question asked live, the sort that used to turn into a back and forth email chain. Notice how normal the question can be and watch the answer that comes back. No special setup, just the live portal. Kaoru, take it away.
Okay, this time a little bit offset from this specific one, but that is also the thing I wrote it.
I think that was for the demo slide, right? Right, Nadeshka, are you reading the slide that you currently see?
That sounded like the demo slide, not the one on screen.
Okay.
If you are on the what actually.
Yeah, that's what we're on.
Version 3 looks like a chat. Version 3 looks like a chat box, but the box isn't the real story. Underneath are the real changes, what the portal knows, how we choose the AI that answers your questions, and the testing discipline before anything goes live. The next few slides unpack those pieces and why they make the answers more trustworthy. Back to you, Patrick.
Oh, thanks. That was great. That was even better. Yeah. Next slide, Kaoru.
Let me explain a little bit. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Already explained. Because the first one may not mentioned by Nadeshko, because one of the biggest one change is the engine. The previous version is RAG. It's a kind of retrieval system, but now we finally adopt the agentic engine. That's the big infrastructure change. Then we are decision drive and then decision by data, choosing fit model.
That's the curation step. That second phase is so critical because that's the automatic curation process that you have, right?
Sure, automatically, and that's all based on a data or result. So, and AI makes it possible.
Yay. Okay.
So let me go to that next slide. So this is a quick view of the. Sorry, my cat is now in the room.
Should we ask Nadeshko to talk about this, or do you want to do it? If you need to feed your cat's more important.
Hey, Nadeshko, can you explain this chat for me? It's challenging.
This is the heart of the story. The better answers come from a better process. We keep feeding knowledge from releases, resolved cases, and real questions. Then the big point here is AI helps with the legwork, but every change is measured against the same question set, and a human makes the final call. That's why we say quality is a loop, not a lunch. Back to you.
Thank you.
A loop,
That's
not a what? What was
slide, but not
what was that last word that she used? A loop, not a what?
A loop, not a launch.
Launch. So not just one-time launch, but it's a kind of loop.
Okay, I'm just such a stupid human here. Okay, how's your cat, Kaoru? We need to make sure your cat's okay. Are we okay to continue?
Yes, all right. So this visual shows that right x is the time, how many seconds. So previous version is that red one. Version 2 support portal is really quick because this is run like in about 5 seconds, but the vertical one shows that kind of score. So usually it's not bad, but sometimes they have a really bad one. So that's what our previous version works. And at this time, it takes longer, 12 seconds or 15 seconds. It's a little bit long wait. However, most of the result is around 80% score or
That's amazing.
very
And
reasonable.
the time is going to get faster and faster, as you can tell from Nadeshko's quick responses here. This latency is going to go down over time. So we would expect those results to move further to the left in the future, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's a
Okay,
kind of
awesome.
one of the measurement we have.
Once again,
And
if people have questions, we really appreciate everyone being here. If you've got questions, please do add those to the question and answer at the top of the Teams window. We did run the numbers on the other AIs. Sorry, Cowdy, you're going to talk about this?
Yeah, okay. Still, before we decide which AI model we use, this is the kind of data we based on our decision. So finally, we got this is the purple one is GPT 5.6 Solo, and the other model, like the most left one, has a really quick, but sometimes this given a really bad answer, or others take longer time. So based on the balance of the duration and score, we choose GPT 5.6 Sol. It's the best one, but it's kind of running target. Every time new model comes, we have to do this.
Congratulations, Nadeshka. You won the lottery here. Any comments in addition to what Kauda just said?
Just checking one detail. One quick note. That chart shows exactly how we picked a model by measured quality on real questions. And if a new model earns a better score, it gets the seat. That's the philosophy. Back to you.
You should say thank you. Yes, OpenAI is great. Okay, next slide.
All right. And this is the core portion. And
yeah, this is a curation process, right?
Exactly. And
right. When a new release ships, the AI gathers and drafts, but a person signs off at each gate. That keeps us moving fast without going on autopilot. Kauda, anything you'd like to add?
In general, yeah, just I put these things, the AI and the AI runs, and on a certain point, they show the report and suggestion that human gate need to be cleared for several points.
Obviously, for those of you who are familiar with the Hugging Face incident last week, the human gate is now a huge problem in the world. However, we can talk about that in the next webinar. And then you got two human gates here. You've got the human review and the go, no go. But yeah, I mean, it's important that we review things because the AIs get things wrong, not as much as last year, but still they get things wrong. And we have to keep our wits about us. We don't want to become these, these stupid humans. I mean, we already are, but we don't want to become any more stupid, right, Calvin?
Yep. And let me add a little bit more because we are going to do demonstration at the very end of this one. Because first we have a release note. Like usually we have this on the website, and then we take this one, and based on this one, AI automatically check what kind of prompt. This is agent, so all the information is in prompt, not database or prompt based. And check the prompt, and also not only add or so on, but check all the prompt and see if there is another information that need to be modified. For example, if we get a new feature, then we may have other knowledge base, and this is not a kind of supported feature, and we have to do something. So we have to update that kind of prompt too. And also, we do not smoke test automatically. and consistency check. And in this case, a question and answer test set is a big thing because QA set need to be improved. So in fact, this is the area more human gate need to be engaged because sometimes answer need to be widely selected. Then we run a smoke test or a small secret set, test set, dev set, and also it's in this process, but like a personal information check is already embedded so that no leak for any client information or personal important information.
Because we're curating the support tickets that we see in the previous week, right? And if we don't want to have any of your information, customers' information in that, and that's why you have to do that, right?
Yeah. There is an automatic gate in the very beginning process.
And this is a weekly process, or it's weekly, right? It's not daily, right?
This is the one especially I put. I just the one that we run when release happens.
I see.
So it's based on this specific one is for release.
So we're releasing new versions of Forms here every 2 or 3 weeks now, right? So it's every release cycle, right?
Yep. Every release cycle.
That makes more sense because that's when the documents change and when the features change. So we have the up to date. So basically all of the changes we've been making, you guys are probably all stunned by the amount of work we've been doing here. Like how the UI is changing. What am I going to do? I mean, well, we're not doing as bad as some companies like Microsoft. We're trying to keep your muscle memory alive, but we have been making a lot of changes this year, and that's why what you just said was really important, was because those changes are all in the latest support portal, and that support portal is updated when the release is updated. That's awesome, Qdabra. Yeah, what's next?
And also everything is done on a UAT, a test version. Then all the tests is or passed. Then the human says go. Then this is deployed to the prod. And also after the deployment, run some specific test or report and create a new baseline. So that's the whole process for release.
Nadeshko, go back to that slide one more time, Qdabra. Nadeshko, any final thoughts on this?
Yeah, the headline here is discipline. Every change goes through UAT, through the test ladder, then a human reads the report and makes the call. That rhythm is what keeps the portal trustworthy.
Oh, you're so smart. Okay, let's go next. Qdabra, what's next?
So
what is
the previous one is for release, and this is very automated. But not only the release, we will also have a kind of support tickets and the conversation as the information. And training and webinar is another one. Training happens once a year or so on, less frequency, but that's a huge area. And also,
wait, hold on. We have new training coming up in October, everyone. We're going to be releasing that, sending out the newsletter in a week or two. It's all new training in October. Sorry, God, I told you. Okay, sorry, keep going.
So, excuse me. And also, not only for that, you are also the part of this process. Especially, we really love to see your real question. Actually, I am using this as a part of secret test set as well as dev test set right now, and also your feedback. Like, did this result drive the fixes?
Maybe we should take Lisa's most current question and feed this into the portal as a final demo test.
Okay. So if we add these kind of things, this is another higher level. So it's not a kind of one line process, but we made all the change to the product with this cycle, and you are using the prod version, and we have this feedback loop of the curation.
Great. Let's ask Nadeshka to summarize those last two slides.
Sure. Every change, whether it's a product release, a resolve ticket, or a training, goes through the same loop. The AI does the legwork, test run, and a human decides. And your questions and feedback keep that loop alive, which is why the portal keeps getting better.
And this is why we need your questions for the webinar right now, please go to the Q&A at the top and ask something random, or you can just say, oh, I'm blown away, or whatever going on. What are you guys doing? Like, you guys are crazy. Anything, any feedback is useful. Okay, let's go to the next slide, Kato. Are you going to do another demo? Oh, another demo. Awesome.
So that's the demo, I think. So I am trying to do a kind of release process on the fly. I'm getting nervous.
Local
And
weather
this is
XTP. This is the big one. This is where you actually add a new feature to the product, right?
It is. So this is my lovely cloud code. And now I'm going to add some additional one script for uh, demo, like an this demo, so do not touch the product code or so on. So it's a kind of the first preview. And what I am going to do is a kind of regular one. Okay, what I usually use. Mhm. Mhm. There is no playbook for support portal prompt updates. However, this time the excuse me, this playbook used from the specific web location. However, because I am doing a kind of fake thing, I prepare fake release note, like in a version
Oh, I
11.99
see. Yeah,
on
yeah.
today,
There's
and
some local weather XTP.
it's fake.
It's fake. So this is
It's
you're showing people how you go through the process of releasing a new support
yeah,
portal. Okay,
yes,
got it. And the XTP is an XML template part, which you can add into your form to give your form a local weather, whatever, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So I
got it.
am going to give this as not.
We would never ship that feature, by the way, but
We
it's a
will
good
never.
idea.
No need to do that. So then start running. And sorry, I think the screen, the character is a little bit too small for you to read. And now it is reading from the support portal prompt update playbook. So playbook is a kind of umbrella of the skills. Hmm. And take a UAT snapshot. First thing is now checking backlog that I still have other things I haven't published, but and then the next step is maybe checking existing prompt from the real UAT server, because some other person can or may already add something, not only me. So every time this got a new prompt from the UAT, then add modification for that. And in fact, we also have an UI version. But while they are doing that one, I think I am going to open UAT, our UAT version of the support portal. It's internal. And we are going to have this kind of UI-based one. We can select LLM model. Yeah, currently we have this model for testing, and these are the default. Solve is default for answering, and for the initial filtering or routing or classification, we use hike for that.
This is so what you're showing here, Kato, is the admin, the support portal
Admin, yeah,
admin screen, right?
sure,
When they're
yeah.
testing. And just so everyone knows, if you guys have a support need and you want to try this on your site for your support needs, completely different data, right? Please contact us. We can deploy this
Yep.
to you for testing.
These are the system prompt, because we use these prompt as all the information, like in a system version, right? And in each area version we have. So this is a kind of backend. And then, now this is running already. So step one, proposed edit plan and so on. Okay. and this is oh yeah, they are proposing these kind of changes, and now this is still in early version, so I added a little bit more communication with AI, like this is gate, is this all right? But if this goes well, I can remove this from gate.
So you just said it was okay to go forward, right?
Yeah, okay to start start modification with the summary or the prompt modification.
I can't believe you're demoing a live curation step to everyone here. That's amazing.
Yeah, it takes a little bit slow time. However, this is how they're doing.
I've never
Now
seen
it's
this. This is
applying.
great. I love learning.
It's applying, did it.
How much longer is it? We're going. You're gonna demo the result, right?
Yeah, this is thing, but you can start your talk and I can show this occasionally. Like now they are applying to the prompt fix, and
Oh,
the
we have
next then is they
questions
are
in
going.
chats. Hold on. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but while you're doing that, Peter has a question. Hey, Peter, good to see you here. Can we get an MCP into the portal to enable my Claude code to fix my forms? Yeah, that's before. We have a slide on that coming up, and it won't be an MCP, although we could make it an MCP. But we'll be talking about that. I really appreciate the question. That's very insightful. And then we had a meeting chat from Lisa. So we are asking it how to add an XCP permanently to Forms Designer. Right. Yeah, so Forms Designer has a whole bunch of XML template parts, which you're familiar with, Lisa. Thanks for being so adroit. I think that's the right word. And XML template parts are reusable sections, so you don't have to redo the same thing for every form. I know a lot of people have the same functionality they want to add. Now, in this case, what Kiana is doing is she's adding local weather. Now, why would you add local weather to all your forms? I have no idea. Maybe there's a reason. Some people might want this. I don't know. But we wouldn't probably add this to the product. We'd probably just give them a separate XTP that they could upload. Because you can add your own custom XTPs to Forms Designer. Don't forget, Lisa. You don't need to. But what she's doing is she's building this into the product, as opposed to adding it as a custom XTP, right, Kato? Okay. Are we done? Are we ready to go next? What's next?
Okay, now it's coming to the next step. Is modifying the QA set. Because QA set is more tricky. So this is that can I update this one? For example, what is the latest version of the form designer? This is the question every time we need to update. Or also, interestingly, there are actually some QA on XTP and what are available templates or that kind of thing. So there's a before and after they automatically propose. So if you are not satisfied, you can say, oh, change the answer to this or that. That happens in more complex things.
Yeah, so this is really detailed. So if people have a need for a support portal that is constantly updating based on your documents, we can help you. And this is all forms based. Now you'll have to have your own API key for the model. But we can provide all the test framework and everything else. Not that we're pitching that in this call. This is not what this webinar is about. But if you do want to do the same thing we're showing you here, we can definitely help you with that. We can use your support hours if you have them. I think most of you do. So yeah, Kat, are we ready here to show the final?
Yeah, and now this, okay. Something I have to approve this one. Now they are creating smoke tests by themselves based on the change, like a question based on the new XTP.
Right,
and
that makes sense.
Yep, then testing that first.
That's because we have to verify, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Before any test, generate a test on the fly.
While we're waiting, maybe we should ask Nadeshka if she has any feedback on this.
Just one quick note. This is the same story as the earlier slide, just live on screen. Automated steps run, then a person checks. That's the trust contract.
Is that it? Come on, you've got to have some other comment.
Then the human gate is what matters. Even here, the automation does the grunt work, but the go, no-go stays with you.
And you can see Lisa's, you can see Lisa's chat comment here. Can you respond to her about her latest reply?
Checking. I'm not actually seeing the team's chat from here.
Oh, okay.
But if Lisa shared a real question, the kind that comes up in day-to-day use, I'd thank her. Those kinds of questions.
No worries.
Yeah?
No worries. So she said, I understand from conversations in the
Helps
past
straighten
that if I add an XTP, it is only there for the current form. No, actually, it's there for all forms, right? And just go, you would
Let me
know.
just check.
You won't know because
Okay.
you don't have access
Yeah.
to the product
Right.
documentation. Let's ask that question next, Kauto. When you go back into the portal, let's ask Lisa's question because that's a great question for the demo.
All right. Oops, let me select the right.
I mean, we want to show that the demo proving that the weather forecast XCP is live. That's the first thing. But after you do that, please ask Lisa's follow-up question, okay?
All right. Okay. Back
So
to
did you go live? Did you go live with the new version?
Almost. Let me double check. Pushing. Right now it's pushing.
Don't let me interrupt you. I know I'm interrupting you, but make sure that we finish this demo because this is important.
Yep.
And Nadishka, I'm kind of surprised because you do have access to the video.
Let me check. I can see the slides via the phone camera, but not the product details or the portal itself. But using Lisa's question as a live example sounds like a strong way to show the portal's value. Over to you.
Okay, Kauto, where are we at? Are we getting close?
Yep. Definitely. I think it's already pushed now, kind of smoke testing, like an running diff. Okay, let me double check. Diff local, okay, pushed. Yep.
Amazing that you're doing this all within the webinar. I mean, like, I would not have expected that you would try this. This is amazing. Like,
yeah, running. Okay, I think I can test this one.
wow.
Let me just make sure this list. This one. Cloud, you asked something? Yeah. And ask the expert. And now what is the latest version of the Forms viewer or Forms designer?
Because the one that you gave it was 5.99, right? For the
5.99.
I wasn't asking about the local weather XTP.
Yes.
Oh, there it is right there. Okay, I believe you. That's amazing. Now let's ask Lisa's question in chat. Can you paste that in, please?
All right, Lisa's this one. This is so we are asking how to add an XTP. Is this the one you mean?
Yeah, it's that one.
Yep.
Yeah, right. No, it's the other one. It's the second one.
No, okay. Excuse me. The second one. I understand from conversation.
Well, let's wait for the first one to respond.
Yeah.
I love how the Qdabra icon is rotating there. Okay, now yes, you're asking how
The second one.
Yeah. That's not true, actually. That's wrong.
Does it have a custom XTP added only the
Yeah, no, it's no, maybe it is right. Maybe it is right. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, we should check this out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess maybe not, may not be permanent. I mean, Agree. I really agree. We have to. Okay, that's another nice topic. But let's
Yeah, so
see.
neither of you,
Where
no, so
are
hold on,
they?
Cal, hold on, Cal. So neither you and I know the correct answer of this. I think the AI is probably correct. So Lisa, sorry, I was wrong. Yeah, that's what you were told. Okay, got it. Sorry for being superhuman here. AI is just more intelligent. I guess that's the proof of the demo. The AI got it correctly. We did not. Sorry. Okay, so Cal, let's go to the next slide.
Okay,
I,
so now this is on
you would
the
think that you would want to have it available for other forms, though. So that's a bug. We need to add that as a bug. Samuel, you're on the call. Can you take that as a bug, please? Appreciate you being here. What's next, Kelly? Can we go back to the slides? We're getting old. We're getting late here.
Now AI
Anything
completes
else?
the kind of sanity check, and these are the
Yeah.
report you can see. And now this is for demonstration version. So I ask them specifically how deep I will go. So this is, shall we go smoke business, secret, dev, and so on, with how long it takes. So I can just
see.
say, yeah,
That's really
go,
cool.
yeah.
So you can do a really quick test or
Yeah.
a medium test or a deeper dive. Nadishko?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I can say just
exactly.
go 1 and 2.
A quick smoke test just hits the obvious breakages. Then a secret set with real customer phrasing catches the sneaky stuff. Then a broader dev set. It's basically small, sneaky, then broad, so you don't ship surprises. Back to you.
Sneaky. Okay, great.
Oh,
Yeah. Sneaky test catch sneaky bugs. Very technical term.
All right. So kind of what's next? Okay, great.
So
Okay,
this is
This is where we talk
so what
about testing a challenger model. Terra was faster, but the score dropped, and some answers skipped our knowledge entirely. Verdict: no go. Default stays on sol.
Are you on
Caro,
the right
anything you'd want?
slide? Are you on the right slide, Nadishko? Yeah, go to the next slide, Kato.
so this is the thing I'm not
Okay, yeah, she was
demonstrating
just
right
talking. Nadishko was just talking about this slide. Sorry, Nadishko. Can you say that again?
For
Sure.
example,
Terra was faster, but the score was worse, and some answers ignored our knowledge. We chose no go and kept sol. Speed didn't outweigh correctness. Over to Caro.
yeah,
Kato.
yeah. Because after that, I also tried GPT 5.6 Terra, which says faster, cheaper, but sometimes this has a really bad result.
Yeah,
So, and I can just do this kind of test running 30 minutes. That's it.
So I'm sharing the next slide, right?
Mhm.
3 quick asks. Try your next real question in the portal. Tell us if it helped, and keep the phrase quality is a loop, not a launch, because you're now part of that loop. Back to you, Patrick.
Thanks, Nadishka. That was great. So the next slide, though, is something that I'm doing. So go ahead, Kato.
Stop sharing.
Understood.
Stop sharing
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna, and this is a new slide, Nadishko. So you haven't seen this yet. And Samuel, I'm guessing yeah, thank you for creating this. So I want to thank Samuel for creating this. I need to share out my screen here, which I can do. And I need to make sure I'm in presenter mode. Okay, so can you see this guy? This slide looks terrible, Samuel. I'm just kidding. There it goes. I think it finally, it needs some formatting. I know you're a developer, and thanks for helping out, though. Yeah, so we have a V4 coming next. Probably won't be 6 months or 8 months, whatever it took the last one. But in the short future, I guess maybe we'll call it 3.1. But the next version is going to be allowing you to upload your XSN, ask it a question, and it will automatically change your XSN, your form, and send it back to you. And then eventually this will be all in the forms designer. Probably eventually, meaning like end of September. Things are going so fast right now, but we'll be adding this feature to Forms Designer so that you can actually just ask the chatbot to help you make a change to your form. I know this is
That
kind of,
sounds like a big step.
yeah, maybe we should wait a little bit longer. Anyway,
I'll hold off. But it sounds like a shift from finding answers to actually finishing tasks.
right. Any questions for us? I want to thank Qdabra for this amazing presentation, and I want to thank Nadeshko for being our AI go-to here. And I want to thank all of you for being here on the call and putting up with our strange manifestations here of new technology. Any other questions for us before we go? Kevin, I'm not looking at the question screen. I'm going to stop sharing for a second here, and
Okay.
let's check. Do we have any questions? We don't have any questions. Can you share your final screen there?
Okay, I will.
Sorry about that.
Mhm. One moment.
I think it's just saying thank you or something.
Hearing this and
Yeah, you missed that. Yeah, Q&A. Yeah, and then
yes,
thanks. Yeah.
thank
So
you.
yeah, and thanks everyone for being here. We are committed to helping you take your forms into the future. Qdabra has done an amazing job on this. It's live. You can try it today. Please do try our support portal. I know that several of you have already done this. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
And yeah, and thanks to Qdabra and Samyong for putting this together. Samyong was critical in the back end. Qdabra was
Thank you, Samuel.
critical on the curation process. Mel Clemente worked on the front end. So a huge team effort here. And of course, we had Nadeshko. Nadeshko, any final thoughts?
Just thank you to everyone for spending your time with us. And if a question pops up tomorrow, you already know exactly where to ask it.
Support at Qdabra.com. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a great day. Thanks, Qdabra.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.